The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
Is it the last one? I mean, I feel like I'm getting
when
the
Edie
end.
gave
Milton.
him a castle.
Going up the chain. Oh. Going up the, no, because some of these were... He was underground. No, I mean, they had rooms. He wanted to soar. He wanted to fly. Oh, that one, water. Water. Underground. Water. No. Wind. Elements. I'm going too far with my thinking. Let's just keep going. Got the mustache king here. Let's look around. Well, it looks neat. But hold on. All the way around. All the way around. And now I gotta go all the way around. Check that door. And I will. I will check that door. Wait a minute. I still haven't gone up there. So that's a boat. They used the boat as a free foundation for another piece of the house. Oh my god. Wait, no. Oh shit. Gotta check that door. That's okay. Saving. Oh, I can check it now. Could I have? Oh, I see. Oh. Oh.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room
that.
full of paintings.
I got that. Milton disappeared. Boy, it disappeared. Then 2003, you know? Hmm. Messed up. Airship. Neat. Some cat right there. Oh, this is freaking sweet. Whoa, that's open? You had open air? Oh, no, okay, that might have been annoying. Whoa. Okay, never mind. That's awesome. I thought this was going to go to a roof. I forgot there was a cap on this. Okay, wait. But ED paints. Well, not like he can't either. I mean, a lot of sketched in pieces that didn't go so far. Didn't get finished though. Milton. But there's no end date there, but there is on your tree. Let's check it out. What am I missing? Oh. Wait,
Milton Finch and the magic paintbrush.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Flip book. Oh, cool. I'm just moving my mouse a little slowly that way. That's you. Is he gonna walk through the door? Oh, he went missing because he painted a door and he walked through it. Couldn't find his way back out. Got lost in his art. Yeah, but how did he go missing? How did he go missing? Oh.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, they probably gave up in 2003. What? It's 4. I was 4. You still remember things at 4, sort of. It's gonna come together at the end. I know it. I feel like I have to partially be in the right direction. I just can't.
Mom spent months
the
searching
perspective
for my
is.
brother.
There's something with the
doors.
Yeah, it's coming down to perspective at this point. The unreliable narrator part is a little bit I know that's what's going. That's what's gonna.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What? What? You say comments like this though, they're creepy, man. Do you understand how they sound? Wait, could I have? What? Wait, am I crazy? Was I so attracted to this thing? I just went there. I went there first. I could have gone.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
The cannery. Canned foods downstairs. That's crazy. And awesome. And awesome. What the hell would this have gone? Oh. I see. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Everyone always told him to stay out of Lewis's room.
Achievement.
Except
Closer
Lewis.
look. Oh, probably all. It's looking through all the people's. Legalized. Hell yeah. What? Up. I say, oh, that is awesome. Oh. No wonder people disappear. They're all dying off of these dangers. So cool, though. I want to sit on this thing. I want a room up on this thing. Saving. Where are we getting the energy from here?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Nice.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Oh, Orca Island Regional. Oh, they were homeschooled. Yeah. So I mean, oh, what the? How would they have? Oh, I mean, if I could see what those signatures were, but I wonder. Dawn Poetry. What? Dawn Poetry Recital? Whoa. Whoa. What a setup. What the fuck? Again, how do they... You didn't want to clean up after things? After you just leave things exactly the way they were, huh? Theodore's Quality Cigars. Yeah. Yeah. Lewis Finch. Okay, here we go. Damn, he's got one. Double screen and shit. Imagine that being your chair, a bouncy ball as your chair. Oh my goodness. What the? Video game characters, maybe? Oliver Twist. I can't. I'm really straining to read here. It's gonna. Yeah, I already got a headache. What am I even talking about? More recital stuff. Salmon what? Salmon what? Oh, I'm having such a hard time. Okay, let it go. Let it go. Let's check this out. Dawn Finch.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist,
2010.
I can understand your desire
Lewis
for an
is
explanation.
psychiatrist.
As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Whee! Oh.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part
Salmon.
of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
To what? What do I have to do here?
wander.
Oh. Oh! Video games? Neat. doing a roguelite. Wait, I'm distracted. I have to find my way out.
I asked him to describe it.
It's like getting stuck in a
He said he
labyrinth,
started small,
right?
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Always take left. Always take left. I fucked that one up. Sorry, dude. If I left the wall, you could do this. So his way
Then
out.
something moved. Bats
Always bats.
and toads.
Right. Okay, big ones. Gonna swallow roll. Slide from the plains. Slide. Where we're going?
And things
It's
that have not
Dracolich!
names.
No! Was there something down below? I'm sort of...
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
What's this red thing?
But he found something more. I worried
Wow.
about him then.
Oh, 2D. There was a 2D, the book on the model, the stuff, the thingamajig.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
And now we're in a 3D model. Oh, I see. You're gonna make me.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Is this game gonna evolve into different?
I even encouraged him.
This is crazy. This game is crazy. It has so
It
many
seemed
different
very
things going
promising
on
at
with it.
first.
Dog? Pet the dog.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Pet the dog. Pet him. Pet dog. Come here, dog. Just go a little lower. A little lower. Yeah, almost got you. How do I get into the campsite?
On the edge of a
don't.
city he named Lewis Topia.
Oh. One way to block the passage.
He built the city
Oh,
up
what was the
slowly,
dog's name?
brick by brick.
Big Bailey? Please don't distract me. I'm walking my dog Bailey.
Then he
that
made
the name?
musicians. And songs for them to play.
The
He
instruments.
talked about starting a band.
Holy shit.
And he was always humming something.
Heyo, everybody.
Every
Hi.
day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
Waste of time. Am I right? Hello.
But
Hello.
his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Chop, chop, chop,
Then one day it struck him
chop, chop. What struck me?
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
Come on, Bailey.
were all in his imagination,
Yeah, it's the best place.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Damn right. I'm gonna become king.
He held
King
an
Louis.
election for mayor. And he won.
Yes, Mario Pole.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Life is a game.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Seems about right.
New Louisville.
Civilizations.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
What's reality anyways, right? Come on, get the whole head.
Minneapolis.
Hey.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
What?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
Oh, wow, cool.
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant
Radiant
rainbows. Double rainbow! There you go. Yay. Haha, double. Triple. Triple rainbow. Quadruple
Followed the
rainbow.
sound of her.
Quintuple rainbow. Ah! Fuck. Okay, sorry, what? He followed the sound, harp.
silver harp.
The electric harp. Get some riffs going. No. Oh shit, hold on. No, it's a game, dude. Life is a game. Don't fuck this up. Get these fish the hell out of here. This is fun.
His chase led him to a golden palace east
Wow,
of the
wonder what
sun
the
and
other
west
sides
of
were.
the moon.
Chasing some-
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Yes, holy shit.
He knew the world was
Holy
all
shit.
in his imagination.
It's getting overwhelming. Handsome princess, queen, handsome queen, come back to me, handsome queen. I shall follow the harp of your
But he was
steps.
so proud
What?
of having created it.
No. Break the door. Get the fuck out
In
of
his
here.
own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I am a king. What? Emperor. Emperor Louis.
For someone
my
who'd never known
God.
success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real
Like a
Louis was
guillotine.
not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden
Yeah.
palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told
Yeah.
me. It was
Yeah.
hard to argue with him.
Uh-huh. That was so fucking meta. Because now it's the real world, but it's not the real world because you're in a game and you're a player playing Lewis in a game. Am I Lewis? I'm pretty sure I'm Lewis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Got it all.
He began to forget the world we know.
The stairwell. The audience.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh no. Oh. You are playing video game. You're the video game Lewis approaching real Lewis, who's not a real Lewis. He's just Lewis in the game. Hey, Lewis. The light. Hmm. Hmm. Nice.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello, everybody. Minions, peons, mooks, plebs. That's right. Can I walk off the...
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Can I walk off the treadmill of life? I can slow down.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
I wonder.
There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
I made it come because of the fish. I saw where it was going. I mean, oh, the crown. Yeah.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
How did...
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I mean, that lets you use your imagination, I guess. I don't like it. I don't like how that could have...
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
So it's just Dawn and her now.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Uh-huh. Right, and then they both died on the same... I mean, I would like to get up on there, but I don't think I can. So, my bad.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, Jesus. Packing material.
But I understand why we left.
What? What? How are you getting water up here too? It was probably a great water system. Edith. Mom. Wow.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
To teach and learn. And to learn 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom, Dawn Finch. Orca's Publishing. Educational series. Oh. 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 God, You have called your servants to ventures of which we cannot see the ending, by paths as yet untrodden, through perils unknown. Give us faith to go out with good courage, not knowing where we go, but only that your hand is leading us, and your love supporting us through Jesus Christ our Lord. Okay. Religious. That's the image that was downstairs. Oh, that one too was somewhere. That's a painting. All right. Sorry. Wait. What did I miss? I could still. Oh, up.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
Kind of a dawn, sun.
Maybe it should have come sooner.
She was all the way up here. The most dangerous place in the house with all the climbing.
But it
And
had to
pregnant.
end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Wait. Wait a minute. They all told stories. They all wrote down their last thoughts. Well, except for the one who couldn't write because he was too young. But each of their tales were, well, no, he didn't. I was going to say before they died. So I'm like, oh my God, what if this is Edith's story? And we're kind of imagining, this is all embellished because we're imagining her story. Like she's writing in a journal or something and telling, this is the story, the last Finch's story. Oops. I accidentally walked this. We got the squid there again. She dead. Is she dead? The characters from the video game, right? I mean, these are all the squid. Is she? Oh, damn it! I want to see something else. Go back up. Can I? The house and the cat. What else can I pull? Norwegian folktales. She's the writer. So she wrote the story on her whole family. She embellished it. Wow. Deer. Paper crafting. I like even details like this. You know what I mean? Like they have these things around, which is like my cats for painting and crafting and stuff. The frog right there. But then it's like no. But then look, written and illustrated by. So there'll be a book somewhere. That's like of course, makes sense. Oh, is it? But she's pregnant. Oh, because the game started with the journal. This thing. This is her journal. Full circle. Narrative pattern. It's a. Maybe it should have dawned on me sooner.
That whole last day, Edie
That should
just
be the
watched
tree.
his pack and didn't say a word.
I wonder.
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together.
Oh, wow.
And all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
I'm
last...
not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I always take a break, and then this is young 7 years ago me. It's so dark though. The table, but I can't see it. Follow the light. Just follow the design.
The power
of the
had
light.
been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Crazy talk.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Hide. In we go. The comment of every Finch.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
The trophy. The fucking fire hazard though. Comment about the fire. I wonder.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories! I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
The mysteries of death and afterlife. Milton and Lewis. It is? Lewis Carroll and I can't remember the last name. It was killing me. Paradise Lost. Milton. Fuck. And I should, because usually influential. History of the Finches, the houses, the field of people. What? The guild of people? The field of people? Odin. The night you were born. Molly. Calvin. Names. Brainstorming, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's with all the cooking, though? So much stuff about cooking and supper. That's kind of, I'm not catching that one. History of the Finches by Eddie Finch.
Dear Edith.
Oh.
There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
I did it again. I'm like, time to sit back and hear a story. Nope, you're in control of the story.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
That's the sounds?
They called it
Walter?
the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
You thought it was what?
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Could you imagine having this opportunity? That would be crazy.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Walk straight. Just walk straight. Oh my gosh, though.
I got turned around.
No. Walk straight. No. No. Always take left.
For a while, I wandered. started seeing things.
The deer from the beginning of the game. Follow the mythical deer. The stag. Call the quest.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Holy smokes.
Or maybe I came back to them.
You shipped a house with a bunch of crap in it? The thingamajigs. The gnome sailor things. Huh?
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
No!
It's mine.
No!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
What's wrong with you, Mom?
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Hand flying.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Oh, wow, it's a cool effect. Wow. Simple things. Get a big one.
A few years went by.
7.
My mom didn't like to talk about it,
Flower of Babel.
but she started getting sick a lot.
Whoa.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
Such a cool effect.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
What's going on?
Until I found out about you.
I'm getting chills.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Last Finch alive, but there's a baby coming? Okay.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Are you the baby reading this story of the book? Oh, I gotta control it. Sorry, baby.
This journal was supposed to be for you,
Light at the end of the tunnel.
but now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow, so it's actual real place. Wow. Wait, where's the boathouse? Giant Sparrow. A Finch story about Giant Sparrow? No. For Shirley Dallas. Creative director. Man, remember the size of those computers? Damn, my first one was like that. Oh, the end. Achievement. The end of everything. The beginning. The beginning. Edith. San Juan. Michael Kwan. Right. Soldiers, yeah. Prince. Man, I'm not even sure, like... I guess we're gonna go right down to Walter. Down below. Oh, and then the C, maybe? Get the Onan. Milton. The airship. Oh, it was in the tree. Nice. Nice. The kite. Man, I went through so many different types of experiences to tell this game. It was really creative. What's this? Achievement unlocked. Thanks, Joanne. What is this, Joanne? Unlockables program. Unlockables programmer put in a secret unlockable if you got to him in the credits. Jeez. But things like that, like the light switches, were weird to me. Like, there's a lot of little things, you know, that I'm sure are all around this game that I tried to take my time and find whatever I could and build it along the way. But I'm certain I missed other things. I'm certain of it. But just all the different ways that they told these characters, these stories for these characters, I guess. Like, this one was friggin', this was unique as hell. That was so good. It's all about storytelling at the end of the day too, right? And it's I mean, embellish. I mean, yeah, you have the right to embellish whatever history you want to. You tell the history of family. Sometimes the memories end up. I mean, all this kid, whatever his name is now, all he has are the stories and how they were told. You know, so these people exist based on whatever memories manifest from the stories they told. So you can kind of, your imagination then it becomes a layer on top of that, because you get to build other worlds around the stories that were told and interpret them how you like, connect them how you like. Yeah, so it's wow. Some of them were weird to me though, man. They were weird to me. Like, some of the way it all connected, but again, if you're just reading them in stories and then having to interpret it, you know, and then it's like, well, you have to interpret something that, you know, you're missing pieces from, like, because the person writing this story is also not giving the entire breadth of that experience of what happened, you know. So you get something like Walter, like that one just baffles me. Like, you go, like, why was he down there, and was he for real down there that long? Like, was that a legit thing? Because the tunnels existed, like that stuff that existed, and then it's like, but then you're like, what were train tracks doing on this island? Aren't you on an island in the middle of nowhere? Or is this just a coastal area and you reached it by boat? Like, so there's a couple, there's gaps, you know? But, oh, what's going on? The end. But I mean, maybe that's the point, you know? So, the replay a story option is now available. Select Edith from play from the beginning. Or play each of the rooms or stories or something. The replay a story option is now available. Oh, right here. Select Edith. Replay a story. Yeah. Neat. Cool. What else do we have? The credits we did, and this new game. You just choose her if you want to do the whole thing over again, right? Or are these starting points, not necessarily just the chapters? Again, is that like for because I'm looking on the side here. I've got Steam in the background. I forgot to shut it down, so you might have seen in my reflection. Sorry about that. But I have achievements and unlockables. There were 9 of them in the game. I got 4 of them. I got 4 here that I'd have to click. Oh no, I can hover over. Oh cool, I can be in the game and hover over this thing. So we got Great Owl, catch 2 rabbits with only 1 swoop. Oh, little games like that. Oh, Gregory, knock all the letters of Gregory's name into the bathtub. Oh, little things like that. Loop-de-loop, play Calvin's story again. The loop. Loop-de-loop. Oh, of course. Hold on. Was this one? Clear the table. Clear all the balls off the table. I might have accidentally got that. I was thinking I should hit all these balls off the table. I was smacking everything else around. Let him finish. Let the drunken sailor finish the song. Oh. That's too bad. Okay, these are all easy to get. So this is achievementable. Anyways. So short game. Yeah, so that's it. That's a that was a fun experience, for sure. It's an interesting story. I mean, I was going down a whole different sort of. So no, I mean, I guess I was nowhere near. I was going down a path, but I can't even say it was incorrect because it just didn't end up kind of going to the. It didn't culminate the way I anticipated it, which is weird because like as soon as it's the whole pregnancy mention and then it's that should have like been a hint for me. I think I was so into whatever I was experiencing that I hadn't like worked on that thought a little deeper, which would have been if this is a game about the last Finch, but she's pregnant 22 weeks or something, which is like that's deep, you know. But so there could have been another one. So either like she is a last Finch and something's gonna happen, it's gonna take her out and then take out the unborn child, or you're gonna get to the end of this tree. And then a new, a little finch right here. And then a finch gets to fly free. And all of these stories in some fashion would exist in Edie's journal. Even the years, like there's like, you're right, 210, and because of his death is, she's like, we gotta go, we gotta leave. And then that triggers, you could like, there's subtext you could have like connected, like something happens with like at the same time here. But it was everything together. But then this one, it goes missing, but the date is here. So that one's weird. You know, some of these are weird because you're like, what could this be? He ran away? Like he ran away from home? Did he get kidnapped? Right? Like he had these gaps. They really don't give you that. Although I wish they would just not have put that date there. I don't know why they did. Maybe I missed something of why that happened. But yeah, Walter messes me up. That story messes me up. This one's weird too, you know, because that maybe it was before like, I don't know, like real treatments or something. But I'm trying to find out like what made her so hungry. Like if that was the last story she wrote, I mean, it could have been her imagination, but it's like, and it's weird, like locking her in a room, unless that's the story. It's like she wasn't locked in the room, but she wrote the story as if it's like, oh, I've got to go. My parents are forcing me to sleep, so now I'm like stuck in this room, and it's like, and then she starts writing that story, right? But she's not actually stuck. That's like the unreliable narrated part messes with some of these, you know. But that's weird because then it's like, but what? So what got her? Something obviously got her. And the whole comment of like her always being hungry, that can't be accidental. Like that had to mean something. I don't know. There was probably some hints there that I don't know enough much medical psycho. I don't know. But that one's interesting. This one, geez, at 16. And again, how much of that was fabricated, right? Because then say she's a child star. So it's like her role as a waitress, that was probably just a role, not an actual job. Because in the comic, it says it was, because there's like layers of storytelling here, you know what I mean? Jesus. Because then it's a story about an actress who's basically, it's a role to tell stories because you're playing characters all the time, fake, right? But then it's like the real person, but you're reading the story of that via the comic. Person reading the comic of a person who... So that one's just a brain twister. But the idea of like the ear was messed up. I can't, like, there has to be like, there's stuff I'm missing along the way. The ear being cut off, like what? And the fans got her. Like, was she murdered? And then the story of the scream is like, did she get scared to death? Like and so then who published the comic? Edie published a comic about the death of one of her daughters scared to, I don't know, her fans, I don't, so gap, gap. This one right here, did you swing so hard that you fell off the cliff? I mean, maybe don't put a swing by a cliff edge where a kid can like literally fall off the, like be in that kind of predicament, or was it something else? The swing was still spun up, and Edith talks about remembering swinging. So then I was starting to think like that that's why I thought these were creations. It's like stuff that maybe she experienced became parts of these other stories. It's kind of going down that track. Well, I mean, her influence as a reader, the whole thing with as a reader, you do bring your own interpretations into stories you read because you're bringing your own biases from life, influences and stuff. Just kind of going through all of them. And then the weird one here is, I think I commented on at the time, right? But it's the idea of he didn't like to have pictures taken of him yet. There were those war photos, which I'm assuming maybe he took those photos, but then he was in photos, and so that one's throwing me off. That one made it ambiguous enough for me to have to ponder it deeper, but yeah, I mean, he has Dawn. He goes and lives down below. It's weird. It's weird, and I guess no one cares that he's down there. That's weird. But in any case, he continues on and has Dawn, Gus, and Gregory. Wait. Right? So the woman in that shot was Kay. See, that's the legal document. I wish I didn't click past. I wish I could have read. I can click through all these and re-experience them, I guess. But okay, so. But wait. I feel like no, it had to be. It had to be. Did I miss a detail on what happened to Kay? Oh, it was a divorce. It was a divorce. I made an assumption that the mom would have kept the children, but no, I guess they. He has 3 children. Oh yeah, okay. See, now it's, oh my gosh, it's taken, because you go to the room and it had all the milk. Maybe that was a joke. I don't know. Maybe he was that strict. I don't know, but he had the whole arrangement, right? And it was like it had a strict guidelines. Okay, it was Sam. Yeah. So I mean, he kind of went crazy too then. Could have been a war thing. Maybe made him like got into hunting. Then bye-bye. Okay, and then so we got these. So Gus, right? Then Gus has the accident. Oh, it was. Oh my God! It's not that I didn't get it at the time, but like I have to process this now, like without being distracted by the actual experience. The wedding going on with the stepmother, right? He didn't want it. He didn't care about it. He didn't like it. I got it. Oh man. Okay, I'm looking at the years. And so 82, he dies at that wedding with Sam and the new wife. And then he goes hunting with Dawn. And then he gets killed by the deer. And so, of course, she has no reason to be there anymore. It's okay. Or, sorry, Kay's the mom. But whatever the stepwife was, which we never learned about, because who cares? She's not part of the story. She's not part of, she's not part of the bloodline, the tree. So she's gone. And then, so it's left with just her and her. Yeah. 83, 82, yeah, dead. So then it's these two. And then she, with Sanjay, goes to India, has the first child. Well, she's there for, I mean, all of them are born theoretically, and then they come back. They born in India and then come back. They all come back. And then he goes missing. Yeah, wow. And then he dies. Because 2003 goes missing. Paradise Lost. And then I think about things like that. I'm like, are you screwing with me? And then Lewis Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. Maybe that's pushing it. And then, oh, I don't know. I'm still confused. Off with his head. The Queen's. Off with his head. Off with his head. That's I mean Disney Alice in Wonderland. But I read both the books. Damn, I wrote essays on Looking Glass, but I can't remember if that was in the book or if that was Disney that did off with. I thought Disney did the whole off with her head, the line, like that famous line. Was that in the book? I can't remember. I remember the cards. I don't know. Anyways, maybe. Oh, the cards that would say that? Oh, I'm confused. I'm so confused right now. So many things are mixing up with Disney and the story. I mean, it was 20 years ago. But anyways, that's strange. That would be strange. That coincidence? Well, then it's that the creators of the video game doing the telling the story. So I mean, this is a story. This isn't real, okay? So I mean, they could have been influenced by it, but in the story, it happened. They did get a lot of canned food. They did have a lot of canned salmon. Dante's Inferno. All right, now we'll wrap this up. We're done. So. Thank you for checking out this Let's Play. Like I said, it was a great experience. This is the kind of it was a video game, but it's more than a video game. Games can be an art form, you know. They can be a storytelling. They're already storytelling, you know, media, because you tell stories through the gameplay and all that stuff, right? I mean, it's not just pew pew all the time. But as an art form, like to say more than just telling the story and explore just other creative ways of being able to convey an experience. Like this game went almost overboard. Like they really gave you so many different ways. It's like little mini games all through this game, tying this all together, and they really they went out there. So I wouldn't I can't even, like, I'm losing my words. So yeah, more games like that would be cool, just because. It's kind of like, instead of reading a story or watching a movie, you have an experience like this this is 4 hours runtime, but yeah, it's cool. I got a little bit of a headache because I was overthinking a lot of stuff. When I get hyper focused for this long in one sitting, I do tend to get strain, like neck strain or whatever the hell happens. I don't know, my eyes start hurting. So there's that. I had to push through this game, because I'm like, I didn't want to walk away. I wanted to have it as one single experience, because I didn't want to forget anything along the way, because there's so many inputs happening that I was like, this is gonna matter, or this, like, I want to try to string this together in one cohesive experience. And so I did. At the cost of having to take sinus medication now. And at one point I started counting the names of the characters on the table, that desk. That started throwing me off, because I'm like, are you brainstorming names? And then the names were on Edie's wall. So were those brainstorm names? Like, are some of these maybe not real and some of them are? Like, I don't know. I don't know. And here's the thing. How can Dawn have known of some of these, you know? Because they would have been gone, right? So there'd be the rooms, but was Edie crazy? Did Edie just create those rooms so that it was like the illusion that there was history and life there before? But there wasn't. We don't know. We don't know. We kind of have to fill in the blanks, and just, if these things exist, they must mean that there was a life behind them, right? But not really, because stories exist, then you kind of create life by using your imagination, and getting yourself through a story sort of gets there as well. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of layers going on here. I'm looking forward to actually looking into. I'm going to read into stuff that went into this game, and just ideas and people's theories, because I think that there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Yeah, for this particular experience, it must be out there. But in any case, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you once again for showing up. I'll catch you in the next stack of episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.